Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Revenue Busters. That was my cheerleader intro. It wasn't that strong. It wasn't that strong. But welcome. I'm Gary Lloyd. I've got Will Carter on the line with me. I've got his evil stare face looking at me right now, right there.
One more day, I think one more day.
He's got to still shave. He's one of those. I don't know if you've ever seen The Greatest Showman, but the dog boy. Every so often, his hair just grows all over his face. He's got to let it grow a certain length before he can shave it off so he doesn't hurt his skin.
Dog man. I'm the dog man now.
Yes, but he will be back with us live in another training. But we are here, as many of you know that have been watching us and following us and getting into this with us. We are here to dissect, take apart Amazon FBA, or actually any kind of business, but we're doing Amazon FBA right now. That's our first one we're working on. Are the gurus telling you the truth? Are they lying to you? Can you start making income that replaces your job and live happily ever after on that one island with all the fruit? That's what we're here to find out. So we are in the middle of Amazon FBA, did some arbitrage, online retail. Now we're opening up. We've got some products. We're listing them. And Tina is also on the line with us. I'm not sure if she's going to be voice or not. She is multitasking right now. But her and I think, have tried this video like 3 times now on how to frickin' ship something in with a battery that's included. And I have been on the phone with Amazon for 5 hours maybe total, trying to find someone that actually could tell me exactly what I need to do. I still haven't found that person at Amazon. However, I've kind of pieced some things together. I think I'm at a good place. I've been through a little bit of counseling because of my anger issues caused by this the problem, but I think I'm at a good place to hold the training. Hopefully, we can get it right tonight, or at least 90% there. And then what will happen is you are going to have to send some. What I did find out, and this was kind of technically at my fault, but I did not have my email set up forwarded to my main email. So I was getting some emails and communication back from Amazon telling me some extra information that we needed to know. But I got that all set up. But still, when I went on the phone, I'm like, I need to know this, 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 and am I going to do that? Do I do this or that? They couldn't answer. And you're not talking to. I mean, you're talking to a help center that you can tell it's definitely what do you call it? It's a third party. It's a third party help center. It's not like the Amazon employee help center. So, anyways, that's where we're at. We're doing battery shipping in. We got some cool products. We got to sell them. We want to get them to Amazon so we can prove that the whole thing is working, which we believe it will and is. We did have a couple good sales on some stuff we bought that we couldn't list on Amazon on our eBay marketplace, but we want to get some products. And today I did a video on some product research and analysis on some wholesale products we got coming in from some of our wholesale connections and supplier connections. And we're going to be opening up some brands. I think we got Disney on the opening here soon. We're going to have Logitech. We're going to have Beats Audio, which would be a good one, which we may be able to get into some Apple stuff with Beats because Apple owns Beats now. Not sure. What else? Uniden. What else? I've got some Bridgestone Golf we got going on. I've got Under Armour possibly coming up. So we got some good things going on. And like we said in our previous trainings, the biggest bottleneck right now is Amazon has gated everything. Not everything. Gated a lot of the popular stuff, the stuff that's selling. Gated it, restricted it, so you can prove that you're in business, a real business, that you're authentic. So to do that, you do have to find some relationships through some wholesalers to kind of open up these categories. And once you got them open, they're open and you're good. So anyways, let's get into the battery. So we've got a few items. Actually, maybe avoid things with batteries is the key to this training when you're first getting started. Or hopefully this training will help you and you'll learn how to ship in things with batteries, because a lot of things take batteries nowadays, a lot of technology out there. And a lot of technology goes on sale when it gets in clearance. You usually get pretty good deals on it. So why not just learn it? And just know, once you learn this process, it'll be pretty easy to repeat. So what you want to do, first of all, or Will, do you want to say anything real quick? Let me take a drink of water. Will, just give us some words of wisdom, would you?
Just keep going, man. Keep working at it. I don't think any of this stuff is any harder than anything else in life. There's so many other things that could be really bogging you down, burning out your life. You don't have control of. You can't control the income cap. It's a good thing on a lot of levels, just to keep learning. I mean, retail, we are shoppers, and we're in stores every day. We're looking at products every day. So if you're going to be on Amazon anyway, buying your stuff throughout the year, you might as well start figuring out how do you do these things. And any job you get into, it's funny when I listen to people, like I was listening to Tina's mom the other day, just chatting about her career and her job and how she got into it. What a great story, by the way. We'll have to share that sometime. But here's this 4'11" Mexican lady who has been a firefighter. She was working at Walmart, and because the lady loved her work ethic and knew she was had become the only female firefighter in her area, she wanted to know if she'd come work for the election committee. And then she didn't know how to type, and so she said, "Hey, you got a month to learn how to type." And I mean, she had to learn skills to succeed. And that's all this is, man. You're just learning little pieces of stuff. So I don't think the hurdle of the batteries is all that hard. So it's
there we go.
You plug it in if you can't find the battery.
Well, yeah, what it is send in what you got, and if you don't know, let them tell you what to do. They will tell you what to do. Make sure you have your email set up right.
Yeah. Don't get burned out.
Some communication that comes. Yeah, don't get burned out by this stuff. It does seem a little bit overwhelming because their systems are so robust, but you think about it, I mean, it's a multi-trillion-dollar company, so that's the way it's gonna be. All right, so
I was going to say, nobody lets you just walk up and shove a spigot into a multi-trillion-dollar industry without having a little bit of some skill and proficiency and adept. And you got to follow their rules. And if you do it right and you plug in your spigot right, you can also tap into some of that little bits of the trillion, some trillion trickle.
That's right. I like it. All you want is a little piece of the trillion. A little piece of a trillion is good.
A trickle of the trillion. You just want a trickle.
That's right. Okay, so I'm grabbing, let me grab the ASIN number that I need. Okay, we've got like a product that we found at Target or some kind of store similar to Target, I believe. Let me share my window here. But I want to go to this one first before I share. So share, there we go. Okay, so first step that you want to do if you have a product with a battery is just do a Google search on battery exemption sheet for Amazon. Battery exemption sheet. Actually, if you just go battery exemption sheet, it brings it up top one as well. If you want to put for Amazon, you can do that as well. But it brings up this page. This is the site that has to do with battery and hazmat and dangerous goods program. So they're just trying to protect, first of all, if it is going to be in the air and it's a lithium battery, they want to make sure that the battery is not going to explode the plane. And second of all, when it's being stored at the warehouses, that it's not going to be causing too much damage there. And any fires and that kind of thing. And then if something does leak out of the battery, what are the safety procedures to go through based on what the battery is? Okay. So what we are focusing on here, I am not focusing on batteries that are, you're just selling batteries like AA batteries, AAA batteries, lithium batteries by themselves. That is a totally different training. This is for products that already have batteries included in them. Either they are inside the product itself, or they are packaged within next to the product and ready for install to be used with the product. So the first thing you want to do is come to this little thing right here on the top of the screen, and it can do a. You're going to know whether it needs to have these extra steps based on this little search right here. So this is like a search. Is my product a dangerous good? We've got the ASIN number to look up. So you're going to hit next, and you're going to hit the ASIN number there, check the status. So it's kind of cool. It's going to let you know, hey, is this a dangerous good? Okay. So what comes up? This product might contain batteries, which we believe it does. It's a very small battery. We've read it on the package. It does. Complete and sign the battery exemption sheet. So a couple things. Battery sheet to get it is here, and then you also have to upload it back in after you list it. So they're going to be looking for it, and then it takes, they said it takes about anywhere between 24 and 72. Well, actually 24 and whatever, 4 days, basically up to 4 days that it could potentially, 4 business days. Here it is right here. But I've seen responses back. It's been a lot quicker. That's kind of worst case scenario. So if you haven't heard anything 4 business days, then you might want to call in and check what's going on. All right, so we know that we need it. So I'm going to right click on that, open in a new tab. This is going to bring up this page. Oh my goodness. It looks exactly like the page I was just on. This was one of the things that was a little bit confusing. However, all you have to do is scroll down. This is not really the page, even though that link, you would think it would be there. It's not. It's all the way down here in this section. Exempt sheet for batteries and products containing or sold with batteries. So then you click here, and then it brings up the sheet. And you would think, okay, download the sheet here. You would think one of these links up here may give you the sheet too, but and then you scroll down and you're like, okay, where's it at? Where's it at? Not there either. It is over here. Exemption sheets. United States batteries and products that ship with batteries. So click here. I'm going to right click it, open in a new tab. And there is our exemption sheet. Ta-da! So I'm going to download it real quick so I can pre-fill it out. I'm just going
And that only took a week to learn.
Yeah, that took me a week right there. And so here is our exemption sheet that is pre-fillable. Okay. We'll go over that just in a second here. Let me shrink that down. All right. So what's cool about it, once you do bring this up, this is actually where you do upload it. So that other link back here that you could win to where it says upload exempt battery sheet, click on that and it's there too. So that took a little while to, you would think that it would be the other way around, but actually the sheet's right there. So if you go back to that, and I got to put it back in. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I got to put it back in. Let me put the ASIN number back in. So put it in here. It's going to tell you if you need it. It says it may contain batteries. Yes, we need it. Don't click on this. Just click here. Upload battery exemption sheet. It's going to be all in one place. Click on it. Exemption sheet's right here on this link. And then this is where you upload it. Okay. So that hopefully that helps. That should save you a good 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes right there. All right, so that's the exemption sheet. I downloaded it. I'm closing that out. I'm back here to upload. So now we need to answer the questions on the exemption sheet. So let me switch over my screen here. You guys finding this useful?
I do. A question I would have is, are you finding that the screens look really small to me, the display, as far as, have you found when we record it? Because when I go back, it still looks kind of small. Does it help when you make it bigger still, or no? When you enlarge
Let me do that, I guess.
Let's say I've got my screen at full, and it's probably leaving about, on my 17-inch laptop, it's got about 3.5 inches on the right and 3.5 inches on the left of black space, and it's only filling out that space in the middle. So it's a lot of kind of, dead area there versus it expanding out, being able to see it a little better.
Did that change it?
Yep, it got bigger. I mean, it's better.
That's as big as I can go.
Tina?
Well, I'm on my phone, so it looks a little bit smaller on my phone, but I can read it.
I got you. Okay. Yeah, let's, I guess, always try to go as big as we can that you can go, Gary. Just
yeah, that's as big as I can go without everything just being right on top of each other. And
okay, thanks, appreciate that.
Yep. All right, so this is our exemption sheet. If you guys want, you can go in the details on this basically, but you have an exemption if the battery's already been shipped and packaged with the unit. You don't have to do the full out safety disclosure sheet, which is an SDS, which is required. That kind of goes into all the details. Now, a lot of products may have an SDS inside the box, so it's kind of tough if you're buying stuff new to get that out. Some companies put their SDS form in online along with the product. So if you have a product that you can see online with their manual, they may have the SDS form there. However, if it's already kind of packaged in and usually they'll have some marks outside the box like these guys right here. All you have to do is fill out the exemption sheet, and you don't have to have a full SDS form, which is a safety disclosure sheet. So it kind of saves you a step. But if you are selling batteries by themselves without products, then that's when you get into those forms as well. And there's other products like cosmetics that will have some of this stuff too. And we may get some cosmetic stuff. I'm not sure if we're going to open up that category or not. We may. But there's also some sheets for that too. So, I mean, for us though, the date, what is it, 4/24, 2018. Now, merchant ID. This was another thing. I looked and scoured the background, and actually, I guess I can stop and go to the other application window. Share that one. So another thing that took forever for me to find, you go into your Amazon Seller Central account, and I've got all this stuff right here, and I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, where's my merchant ID? Where the heck is my merchant ID? You go in your catalog, inventory, pricing, reports, performance. I'm looking at all this stuff. Where is my merchant ID? Is it right up here? No, that's the name of my store. I got help messages. So then I go into account info, and I'm still looking. Where's my merchant? Where's my merchant ID? Merchant ID. Then I finally I just clicked on everything I could on this page, and I clicked on your merchant token, and boom, they call it a token on here. On the sheet for the batteries, they call it merchant ID. When you also, another place that you can find it, which I searched online, go here if you have that would be the easiest, but you do have a storefront that you can go to. That's that you would think it would be here, but this is brand store. But let's see. Well, if you go to this is how I found it. You go into your product that is listed, and let's see if it brings it up. Oh yeah, so then this is one of our products that we got listed. And then I found myself going through the 93 people that have it up, and this is what took so long. I think it was on like page 5. So we looked for our store name here, and this is what this is how I found it online, or what they told me to do online to find it. So let's see. I'm sorry for doing this. Here it is, right here, Manila Gecko. So we have Manila Gecko storefront. Boom. And the number is right up in the address here. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's an easy way to find it. And then I was like, man, there's got to be an easy way to find it. So then I found it in the tokens. Sorry for that runaround, but that was another frustration. Account info, merchant token. That's where your merchant ID is. So copy. So let me get back to the screen. And that's another feature on Google Hangouts I want, where you can just swap back and forth between windows instead of having to go back and forth. But merchant ID, paste, prepared by Gary Lloyd the second. Manila Gecko is our store name. So on the package, usually they will have this stuff listed. So just be honest. If you know it for a fact, just be as clear as you want. If you don't know and you're not sure, then don't, just say I'm not sure. And then they will tell you. They have other people, and especially if the product's already in the inventory. I mean, they've got other people that have answered this information. So we need the ASIN number on the product. Let's go back to our inventory so I can grab that. Copy. And back. Oop. Go back over here. Boom. So you put the ASIN number up top. Are batteries needed to power this product? Yes. Are batteries included with this product? Yes. Battery cell type. This was an 44, LR44. Chemical composition of the battery. It was an alkaline battery. Number of batteries. Tina, I believe it was 1, or was it 2? Can you remember that?
For the bigger product? For the battery that is not packaged or not in the toy?
It is in the I thought it was in the toy. It was it's the hamster one it spins around in a circle with a little house by it. It's not the one with the little car.
Okay, it's not the shoe?
Yeah, it's not the shoe, it's the other one.
Okay, so that is...
I can't remember if it was 1 or 2.
Let me see.
Of the little batteries.
Comes loaded with 1.5 volt.
Okay. So, battery weight in grams. Now, to figure this out, I'm sure they've got the ones in there, but there are some averages. So, I went to LR before battery weight and Googled it. And on average, an LR44 alkaline battery weighs 1.7 to 1.8 grams. So you can find that information pretty. If they don't have it on the box, I mean, you're getting as close as you can possible. And I asked Amazon, they said that was a good thing. So I'll just put 1.8. And then if you have a lithium battery, then you got to answer a little bit more questions, but this is not lithium. So that part is complete. And so we are done. That is it. That's what you answer on the exemption sheet. So you'll want to save that. Let me save mine. And I will put it under, and I will create a new folder, call it the Amazon Exemption Sheets. Create, and this is the Amazon Exemption Sheet for Hamster House. All right, I got that saved. We close that out. Now we come back to this page here. Let me share that. Come on, buddy. There we go. Share the screen. And this is where we enter it. So I need to ASIN again. That is this one right here. So we're going to go ASIN, boom. Amazon.com, English document, choose file. Go to recent. Ooh. I didn't save there. So go here, 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 here. All right. And we upload the file. File uploaded successful. So that is how you do a battery. Now, as you will see right here, this is inactive. And they're going to let you know once it is live and you can bring it in and create a shipping plan and ship it in. So what you want to do is wait for that approval and then create your shipping plan to get in. But that is how you complete a battery exemption form. Let me go into edit too. Cancel. Oh, this is the yeah, this is the approval process. That's not what we want. We are in the process of opening that category up too. Let me kind of show it maybe on this one. This is the other hamster car. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I think this product was approved. So edit. Yeah, so this is the advanced view. So compliance is the battery. And these are the battery types here for this. So when you're answering the questions for the batteries, it walks you through the process. And we've already went through that on another video. We won't go through that. But if you ever need to change an answer or you haven't updated or you're researching something and you've already added it to your inventory, this is where you'd go back in. So hit edit. It's going to bring your offer up here. But under compliance is where all the battery questions are again. Okay, so we've already answered the battery questions for this, but if you ever needed to change or update something, or they wanted you to put a safety data sheet in here, and you have a website for it, you can put here. If you need to, if they ask you more questions on the flash point of a battery, that's kind of when it overheats. Or if it's a lithium battery and you didn't have an answer, to put it back and get your answers here. Go back and watch, I think, Tina and I's first video on this. Where we went through, and we did go through answering these questions. But I guess we could do it again. I mean, do you guys want, I should just do it again real quick?
Just do it again, yeah.
Do it.
All right. So let me go back and I will just delete this and add it back. So let me get the ASIN. And I guess we'll just delete it. We don't have anything. Am I deleting the right one? Make sure that's right. Don't want to delete the active one. So yeah, let's go in and add this product again. So it takes about 15 minutes to take effect, but it's okay if you add another one. All right, so to add a product, you go to inventory. I mean, you can hit this button right here if you're already in the inventory, but you would go inventory, add a product, either way. Type in the ASIN. If it's sellable, it'll say sell yours. Okay, so this is kind of the basic questions that it asks. That advanced view, if you hit that, it will bring up this. But to start off your thing, we are new. We'll match low price. Actually, I don't even think that's prime though. What you want to check too? So when you're listing, real quick, open this up in a new link. And you want to check to see if there's a prime offer. There's no prime offers here. So we could list it, I don't know, you could list it anywhere in between here. You could list it anywhere in between here. That does seem kind of pricey for that. We got this for pretty cheap too, didn't we? Wasn't this like $9?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really up there in price. So I'd probably go a little bit. I'd probably just keep it at the same and see if it sells. I wouldn't go it much higher than that because you're going to have other marketplaces like eBay and stuff like that. Maybe other stores that they can get it cheaper like that. But yeah, list price is $24.99. So stock is low. So it is exaggerated price. So I mean, we got it for $9. I'm happy with making around 39 if it sells that much, and actually might just go a little bit lower. So just maybe go $38. That way you'll be the lowest. All right, you want Amazon to fulfill this because we're going to ship it into them, so they handle everything. And so these are the questions it asks. It wants to know if you're using the manufacturer's barcode or Amazon barcode. We're going to use the manufacturer's, so we don't have to reprint any stickers, and they are okay with that, to use that. And this is the information on the dangerous goods. So we've already sent our thing in, so it's going to be looking. Normally, you would do this first and then send that thing, and then it kind of matches up. Hey, this is this is the ASIN, this is the merchant ID that's doing it. They're going to approve it based on your questions answered. So battery information on this product, does it utilize batteries? Yes. The batteries are packed or contained. We believe they were contained within the unit. Battery composition was an alkaline battery. And it kind of double answers these questions on the exemption sheet. How many batteries? There was 1. And then we got to go into the product regulation information. So this is what you want to answer as best you can. If you know the answers or you don't, if you don't know the answers, you would hit not sure. If you do know the answers, hit yes. And if you believe that it is no, then hit no. This particular case, we're going to hit yes. So on this one, you're going to hit storage, waste, and transportation for batteries. So some extra stuff that you would need is, and actually, Tina, I will need, I don't know if you can find the product weight on the box, but see if you can find that.
All right, let me go check.
So if you're not sure on these answers, I did call in. They said to check those on alkaline batteries and lithium batteries, and then answer these additional questions along with the exemption sheet. But if you're not sure, just click not sure, and I'll show you what happens. So not sure, just if you know anything, you can put it in. But if you don't, they're going to go off of the exemption sheet. And they're going to want you to fill that exemption sheet out anyways. But if you know something and you see something that's on there, just kind of answer what you know, fill in the exemption sheet, and they'll kind of put 2 and 2 together. Okay. And this will get you past this. And they'll be looking for the exemption sheet.
There is no weight on the box, but I'm guessing if we go to Amazon, it'll say.
You might be able to find the product weight on Amazon.
We also have our little scale you can try it on too.
Well, they want to know. There's a weight of the product itself is what they want to know, not just with the box. Usually the weight is somewhere on the thing. But see, so we're not sure. So we're going to put not sure. We've already got the exemption sheet headed to them. So I'm going to put not sure. So I'm not going to answer all these questions because we don't have it on the box. So we're not sure. But they're going to match up this particular product with our exemption sheet. And those are the answers they're actually looking for this stuff. Okay, so completed form. Look at that, Tina. A green box or check mark. Usually this will be red and say you need to answer more information if you don't have it completed. So hit save and continue.
That's a beautiful green check mark.
Yeah, we never got that the last 2 times we did this. Now, you can go and create a shipping plan is the next step, and they kind of want you to do that, but I kind of like to do that later, get everything listed in, and then we'll do the shipping plan. And that's another training. So we'll do that training. Actually, we were going to do that. Tina and I were going to do that training after doing the battery thing twice, but we kept screwing up on the battery. But that is a good battery training. That was about 5 hours worth of research. And I hope everyone has enjoyed it as much as I did delivering it. So I just go back. So if I want to add another product, I just go back to add another product. But you check your inventory. And I might have 2 of these little things in here now. I'm not sure where it's at. I don't know. It might have doubled up here. Because it didn't clear yet. But anyways, it takes about 15-20 minutes. This is not a fluid instant thing. So, and actually I deleted this one here because that was our first cease and desist letter we got. And the guy did respond to us, which was kind of cool. And let me talk about that. On our past videos, we talked about this too. But Flybricks, they don't want their product sold on Amazon. You're going to run into that. There are going to be some people and companies that don't want their product sold on Amazon, and they're going to throw a big fit about it, even though you've already bought it from a retailer or even a supplier. You might already bought it from a supplier that you think is in the chain. But if they don't approve, and kind of the letter that I got from the guy, basically Amazon hasn't approved all the trademark stuff that they want in their listing, and they've tried to work with Amazon to kind of get it, because Flybricks is trademarked, so they want the little R for the trademark insignia next to it. But for some reason, Amazon, they've been trying to work with Amazon, but Amazon will not put all their trademarked information in there. So since they're having troubles with Amazon, we're like, hey, screw it, we're not going to sell it on Amazon. So it was a very nice, cordial letter letting us know that. And also eBay doesn't allow to put the correct ads up as well that they want. So they are actually cease and desist people on eBay as well. But this is a manufacturer of a product that's kind of unique. It's a Lego knockoff, I guess. I mean, they're not actual Legos, but it's a knockoff Lego. But it makes it into drones, and you can actually kind of build your own drones that actually work. So they may have some more cool products that they may want to sell through a chain like us, or a reseller like us. And so as we're creating this, and maybe we could private label from them, you never know. So I'm going to write back saying, hey, if you guys have any, if we can private label, or if if later on down the road we are building a store front here that's outside of Amazon and eBay, could we potentially sell some products of your guys's in the future. So you never know. Can we license it? You just don't know. So I'm going to respond back cordially, and hopefully he will. Maybe there be something in the future, which would be kind of cool. All right, that is the training that I wanted to do tonight. Do you guys want to add anything in closing?
Fourth time's a charm, you know. It's no, between the 4 videos, there's a lot of learning to be done on just this process. So.
Yeah, no, that was a good training. I mean, I could not even find. I mean, they had very generic videos, nothing to that point, nothing to where you had going through those websites and their websites and kind of the vicious cycle they put you in because it didn't really actually link you to where you were supposed to go, and then just getting to a point where you can't find it all. So anyways, hopefully everyone enjoyed that. That's all I got tonight. It's late.
So nobody, people can officially take, once you can take the battery from the Amazon hand, you are no longer the grasshopper.
There you go. There you go.
Because you can actually snatch the battery pebble from the hand.
Yeah, so we've got a couple more battery exemption sheets we got to fill out.
Yes, we do. And that one's a good one. I'd like to see that one's.
Yeah, this one's a great moneymaker right here. I mean, that is a good moneymaker. And then I've got the Under Armour scale thing. That's a very good one. I got it for $40, and it's selling right now at Amazon Prime. $169. Pretty good. That would be a good one. But I do got to open that category. That's one we're trying to open. So I've got a few messages out to some Under Armour suppliers, and hopefully we'll get that one open so we can sell it. Yes. But if not, it's selling pretty good on eBay too. But we will see. All right, guys. That's all I got tonight. This is Gary Lloyd, Will Carter, and Tina Carter signing out from the Revenue Buster.
Pew, pew, pew. See you later.
See you.